this is Zuby Masters returning to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Your sword. There can be no doubt. The sacred flame has purified this blade. Well done, Link. That sword holds tremendous power. That power is a sacred force. It's a divine power left to us by the gods of old. The same power that is spoken in the Ballad of the Goddess. To look upon you is to see the same great power now flowing through you and the sword you carry. Come, Link. You must now open the gate of time. Now the sacred force dwells within your blade. Strike the gate of time with a skyward strike and it will surely awaken. Climb upon the pedestal and show the gate your sword's power. No, I feel the seal has given way once again. That terrible beast is awakened even as we speak. It's likely the monster reacted to the sacred power given off by your sword. I wish it had not happened, but there was no other way to open the gate, so it goes. Link, you must imprison the beast once again. Alright, bring it on. This is what I've been waiting for. It's time to break out my new toy. Trust me, that flabby bag of teeth doesn't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? I'm heading out there. Hey, Link! Try not to drool on your shirt as you stare at this amazing Superman weapon I've been working on. I call it the Grucinator. Leaves you speechless, doesn't it? That's only natural. You wouldn't believe how much time I put into building this beauty. Here, check it out. First, all I gotta do is clutter the area out of the way, then I laid down the rails for her to run on, all by myself. I don't know what came over me. I had no clue I had the talent to make something like this, you know. Anywho, you just tell me where you want me to place my shot, and I'll make her hurl at that big ugly monster. I don't care how beefy you are, you're bound to stumble for a few moments after taking one of my big bombs to the body. Hang on though, that monster showed up a smidgen sooner than I was expecting. There are a few final adjustments I've got to make before she can move on the rails I put down. I'll call out to you when she's ready for action. Till then, you do whatever you can to hold off that beast. Is it me or did it get bigger? Look at that, seems like our ugly friend grew its up a bare hands. Good timing. I hope it knows how to catch because my machine has a mean right arm. When she's all loaded up, I'll let you know. Until then, you do what you can need to stop it. Dang it. What the? It can climb now? Hey Link, the machine's all loaded and ready to snap. That flabby second teeth tries to climb the walls, I can blast it off from here with the bomb. When you want some backup, just send me a signal with the X. It's time for Groose to explode into action. Adjust the machine with the L and aim your target. Once finished, press hard to launch a bomb. If it hits, it'll stun the stalker. You forget the controls. Ah, she packs a mean punch, doesn't she? Hi, Sally. I was in love the first time I pulled this lever. I'll start loading her back with another bomb, so keep beating on that big ugly until he gets it. Oh man, it's too large. Now, Link. Strike the ceiling spike with a Skyward Strike and restore the seal. Quickly! Nice work, Link. Of course you couldn't have done it without me, but no need to thank Groose. I know I saved your tail. Now let's get that gated time thing up and running and go on ahead. Seems you were successful in imprisoning the monster again. You have my thanks, Link. As do you, Groose. I do not wish to dwell on what may have happened if you two hadn't been here. Duh-huh. Aw, you give me too much credit, Granny. You were the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself and put my energy into doing what I could help. I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential. Link, you must wonder just what it is you're fighting out there in the Great Pit. There's much I could tell you, but suffice it to say it is the root of the evil we face. When you pass through the Gate of Time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it into its prison 1,000 times, but it will always shatter the bonds that confined it, such as its awesome help. You must destroy it at its source or suffer this fate again and again. There's no time to lose. Hit the gate with a Skyward Strike. Come on already, charge that sword of yours with the sacred force stuff Gran was talking about and zap the Gate of Time. Right, Granny? Indeed. Now, Link, go to the gate. we have waited for a long time. The gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda knows. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspected, the reunion will Zelda you fought so hard to lie beyond that gate. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? Nah, forget it about it. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, what's up? At last, I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylian. Though it was come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future, you stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here, the goddess Hylian was only sealed away demise. And a little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It's true to its name, you have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great door behind you. It is there that the person you risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We traveled very far from home to the distant past, to where the world inflicted onto the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise has not yet healed. All the fairy tales about the war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. The floating rock became the new home of our people. In time it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia had succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was in prison, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylian has suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the demise, and Hylian devised two separate plans and sent both into motion. First, she created Fi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For a while, the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods. All of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of ceremony, Girama's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down into the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memories of all my existence as Hylian, but she explained it to me. She helped me remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess's statues located in each temple across the lands. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the reveal of demise. Stripped of this true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he is more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisoned him at any cost. That's why I intend to remain here in this time and place to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that I created so long ago. Keep it strong for as long as I'm able to. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now former returning. Standing against demise in its monstrous form, he now assumes rest solely on your shoulders. Back in your own time, you've already driven him back into prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Link. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You've learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gain power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. You have overcome the trials set before you by the goddess. You formed true courage. Now those qualities reside in you, and you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You claimed the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof you are the hero legend that's within your dwells. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the master has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with mythical powers to drive back the demon, and only Link may wield it. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is the symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few with an unbreakable spirit can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their own way of giving hope to all the mortals being of the land. Which brings us to you. To face Demise and give the last hope, the goddess Hylia needs someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within you so that you could wield that supreme power. And so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I couldn't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you all of this, Link, but you have to understand that this is a war, and the fate of the lands hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. I am prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To endure that, the seal holds I will remain here in the time deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. Until my memories of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skylab. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true I am highly a reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and I will be able to wake up. I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I was always the one to wake you up when I slept. But this time, when this is all over, will you come to wake me up? I promise. I see you said goodbye. Now you must keep your promise. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her. Go now and fulfill your destiny. So you've returned. And you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits suspended in a sleep without end, but do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to the legend, the Triforce is the one thing that with the power to vanquish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, this is all we know where it rests. All the other clues to her whereabouts have been lost to it in Link, you have likely come to some conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Link, find the Triforce. Whoa, hold up. Link there's something I gotta tell you. So Zelda, how's she holding up? Is she okay when you saw her? She was? Oh, good to hear. But she's still stuck there till this whole mess blows over, huh? Link, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly. There's work to be done there. Someone's gotta watch this big ugly monster, and someone's gotta make sure Granny's doing alright. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. You know what I mean? Besides, it's not as bad here. Living up in the skies was okay, but don't you just love the way it smells down here? What, that's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one beast of a tree in the soil like this. It brightens this place up a little too. I mean, sure, it'll take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but. It's weird to say it out loud, but that's how I feel right now. So yeah, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know that I'm doing okay down here. Colin and Stitch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Link. Oh, I think my heart's... That's it. The discovery of a lifetime. There's no mistaking this symbol must mark one of the goddess walls lit by the hero. For the hero by the goddess. Oh. Hey. sweet girl. So that's what the ancient writing meant by striking targets from afar. For helping me out with my research, I'd like to give you a little something. The magical power of the goddess will return after a little time has passed, so come and help me with my research again sometime, okay? Hello Link. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share with me. You want to tell me, but you can't? I understand. I'm sure you have good reasons for keeping quiet. Link, I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You have had this destiny thrust upon you without warning or choice, for that matter, but I wish to help you as best as I can. I'm getting old and I lack the vigor of youth, but even old men have ways of being useful too. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have any questions at all about Skyloft or its history, I will be glad to tell you all I know. Actually, what do I know of the Triforce? Link, where did you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of these tomes. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, Link, it just shames me to say, but my knowledge is little use on this subject. Link, just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levius, the great spirit who's guarded our realm for ages. Levius has served as the protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of our world is encyclopedic. If anyone in the entire Skyloft knows about the Triforce, it'd be him. Yes, I fear that might be your next question about that. I imagine in your travel you've taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Recently, I heard rumors suggesting that Liva is trapped inside that massive cloud. I asked Instructor Allland to look into this troubling cloud in order to determine if it has any truth to these rumors. I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Allland can fill me in on the details later, so why don't you go speak with him and see what his investigation has revealed. I'm fine, go on, please leave me be. My crystal ball is shattered, and without it, my eyes can no longer gaze deeply into the future. It's almost as though those English all-seeing eyes of mine are becoming to dull and cloud overall. Sadness now, my crystal ball is gone. I'm counting on you.